This is Godfather Death. Now I shall begin. A poor man had 12 children and was forced to work night and day to give them even bread. When therefore the 13th came into the world, he knew not what to do in his trouble, but ran into the great highway and resolved to ask the first person he met to be godfather. The first to meet him was the good God, who already knew what filled his heart, and said to him, "Poor man, I pity thee. I will hold my child at its christening, and will take charge of it and make it happy on earth." The man said, "Who art thou?" "I am God." "Then I do not desire to have thee for a godfather," said the man. "Thou givest to the rich and leavest the poor to hunger." Thus spoke the man, for he did not know how wisely God apportions riches and poverty. He turned therefore away from the Lord and went farther. Then the devil came to him and said, "What seekest thou? If thou wilt take me as a godfather for thy child, I will give him gold and plenty, and all the joys of the world as well." The man asked, "Who art thou?" "I am the devil." "Then I do not desire to have thee for godfather," said the man. "Thou deceivest men and leadest them astray." He went onwards, and then came Death, striding up to him and withered legs. He went onwards, and then came Death, striding up to him with withered legs, and said, "Take me as godfather." The man asked, "Who art thou?" "I am Death, and I make all equal." Then said the man, Thou art the right one. Thou takest the rich as well as the poor. Without distinction thou shalt be godfather." Death answered, "I will make thy child rich and famous, for he who has me for a friend can lack nothing." The man said, "Next Sunday is the christening. Be there at the right time." Death appeared as he had promised, and stood godfather quite in the usual way. When the boy had grown up, his godfather one day appeared and bade him go with him. He led him forth into a forest and showed him a herb. When the boy had grown up, his godfather one day appeared and bade him go with him. He led him forth into a forest and showed him a herb which grew there, and said, "Now shalt thou receive thy godfather's present. I will make thee a celebrated physician. When thou art called to a patient, I will always appear to thee. If I stand by the head of the sick man, thou mayst say with confidence that thou wilt make him well again. And if thou givest him of this herb, he will recover. But if I stand by the patient's feet..." As he desired to revenge himself, he purposely made a mistake in fixing it, and the little piece fell down and was extinguished. Immediately the physician fell on the ground, and now he himself was in the hands of Death.